The 3 count question of the week.
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 It's a question of the week.
With 3 count.
Correct.
The 3 count.
Hello.
Question of the week. We're in Mania season, man. So we're gonna continue as we get closer and closer to the 2-night extravaganza that is WrestleMania 38, WrestleMania Big Star. So I wanted to look back on WrestleMania rivalries, and the best ones that culminated in match or matches at the annual Big Show. Does anybody want to kick us off with theirs?
I think there is one answer and one answer only. And it is the Iron Sheik and the entranceway for the Gimmick Battle Royal. There was nothing more challenging and longer than that.
Oh my God.
That was one of the
still on
longest
his way.
running gags I've ever seen.
Still the longer ramp.
He still never made it, right? Like he's still in the Astrodome.
Still trying to
on
get
his way.
there.
Still.
They were able just to clear the path where the rubble was from when they blew up the Astrodome.
He will make them humble once he gets there.
Eventually when he gets there, he will make them humble. Absolutely.
Poor Sheik.
Poor Sheik.
Cheeky baby.
I ran number 1.
He'll be all right.
But for real, I think I'm gonna say I liked what Shawn Michaels and Triple H was doing there at the WrestleManias for a bit. I thought those were fun little matches. Or was that the Undertaker was involved with that? Is that the WrestleManias there? The Undertaker, and Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, like those three kind of.
I don't remember Michaels
Shawn and Hunter never had a match, but it was Taker against Michaels twice, and then like 2 years later he fought
Triple H and Shawn was the ref.
Shawn was the ref.
Okay.
In Miami.
So maybe that's what I was thinking. Like the three of those.
Yeah, it was
the end of an era.
Like the end of the era. Well,
was that what? Okay, yes.
It was.
They wrestled 37
Taker,
times after.
Yeah, it was Taker and Michaels 2 years in a row, and then it was Taker and Triple H 2 years in a row. After the Taker obviously won both, but after the first one was when like Taker, I remember like he was on the ring apron and just like face planted.
Oh yeah, so when they took him out in the cart.
Yeah, they took him out in the cart, and then he came back next year with the buzzed head, and they did the Hell in a Cell?
Yeah,
it was Heck in a Cell.
Wait, we
got breaking news.
Breaking news?
Breaking news.
Right in the middle of question of the week. Really?
Yes, because we have not officially done this yet, but as you know, all of our merchandise can be found over at TeePublic, and it wouldn't be an episode of 3 Count Thursday if we did not have a new shirt reveal.
New merch.
Sometimes what you see is beyond words, and all you can say is, "Huh." Get your very own her shirt over at TeePublic.
Hurry over to TeePublic and grab that shirt.
TeePublic.com. $13.
What a deal.
We'll get you this shirt and
now that's
many other shirts.
That's a little cowboy hat is the exclamation point, huh?
Yes, it is. Little cowboy hat.
Hey, Passover's coming. That makes a great gift.
Did we get the Berserker? The Berserker?
We haven't gotten
that is way too much. That's way too much work I want to put in. But of course, there's so many other designs for you to check out. The SmackDown 3 Count Thursday logo, intern mark, our AEW inspired, the roll call shirt, so much more. Everything is on sale, baby.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's so many things to purchase here. And
do we have an Are You Serious shirt?
Let me look.
I'll be
darned.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Look
Are
at
you
that.
serious?
What
That's a beautiful shirt.
What a joker. What a joker right there.
Who wouldn't want that shirt? What does that look on purple? I think that would look beautiful on purple.
Purple would make it pop.
Wow,
Look at that
Look
popping.
at that.
Are you serious?
That's even better. The
That
purple
is
heather.
The
Beautiful.
light
Purple.
purple? Yeah, the light purple makes it pop.
What is light Urple?
Lurple. I used to date a Heather Purple.
You did?
Well, I better not talk about it. She might be listening.
But all this can be found 3countthursday.com. Click merchandise. Follow the TeePublic link. You can
Yeah,
get the Are
so
You Serious
ridiculous.
shirt, the Her shirt, and so much more. Thank you for your time. Back to the 3-count question of the week.
Merchandising.
There we go. I didn't know we were getting breaking news.
That's a cheap T-shirt. That's not. They're good quality shirts. Jim, you're wearing one
Great shirt.
right now.
I'm wearing one right
It's a
now. Right here.
beautiful looking shirt.
Jimmy looks great.
Right damn here.
Look at it.
3CT pod. Look at that one. I picked up a What a Maneuver.
Ooh.
What a
What
maneuver.
a Maneuver shirt.
What am I
You got one right. You got one right behind you. That's their
What a
old school
maneuver.
logo there. Other side.
Oh, yep, over there, right over there.
It's a classic
Beautiful
now.
shirt.
It's the original
Beautiful
three
shirt.
count shirt. If you missed out 8 years ago, boom, there you go.
Still
You
there.
get it
What's
right,
old is new again.
right damn now. Just recently seen in the promo video for A Night to Remember. Unfortunately, Night to Remember no longer taking place in May. We wish Kevin Murphy the best. As
Absolutely.
he heals up. A great friend of ours here in Central PA. But Night to Remember will still be happening, and we'll keep you up to date on that. But in the promo video
Can I get a breaking news?
leading up to Red Scorpion versus Rob Noxious, you can see that 3-count shirt. Yes, Michael.
Somebody's going to get stung.
There it is.
There it is. What a beautiful shirt.
Oh,
Rick O'Shea.
The old Rick O'Shea.
He's still a dick.
Devin asked, when's he going to get his thud shirt? Devin, we've tried to encapsulate the sheer mass of your thud onto a shirt. And
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Actually, I have the answer.
Oh, God.
When all of us retire from 3-Count Thursday and Devin figures out how to host the thing, then maybe we'll get him a thud shirt.
Oh, man. Tim.
that's a shame.
Very
Tim.
That was a
aggressive.
nice man.
Don't be rude.
My goodness. That's just.
Wasn't that like an
Remember,
80s horror movie?
What's that?
Chud?
What's
Thud.
Chud?
CH, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like an old horror movie. Maybe we can
Chud.
rip off Chud and just do Thud.
Thud. Thud. You can
Devin
rip
would
off
know.
the Junkyard Dog used to have thump on his tights on the back.
Just
You
a
can put thud.
Thud.
Oh, yeah. There was definitely a movie called Chud.
Chud.
So, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Here it is.
Oh,
That's what
Daniel
Chud
Stern was
is.
in that movie.
You serious?
Are you serious?
Oh,
are you serious?
All right.
Are you serious?
So back to the
3-count question of the week.
Question of the week.
the WrestleMania rivalries. Does anybody have thoughts on the best WrestleMania rivalries?
Austin Rock.
That's at the top of my list.
It's a good one. It's a good
That is a good one.
I have some other ones written down, but that I mean,
can
it's the only one that main evented 3 WrestleManias. It was the biggest rivalry with the 2 biggest stars in the company's history.
I think we can actually go one further than that. I believe this is the only match that has happened more than twice in WrestleMania history.
Nope, Triple H Undertaker went 3 times.
The other one didn't count
Why?
because they never talked about it.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Just ask him.
And X7 just doesn't exist anymore.
Nope. And it's gone. Probably because Shiki's still walking down the entrance ramp with that one, right? Or is that when he faced Flair?
That was
that Flair that he fought at that one? The obnoxiously long
no.
run-up in
Flair
Houston?
was
I thought
That was
Flair
in
was Houston.
Seattle,
I thought it
Flair
was
was 18.
Flair,
in Houston.
no. Triple H. Oh yeah,
Triple H was 17.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Undertaker was 17. Triple H. Flair was 18. That's right.
Taker
Yeah,
Flair was 18.
but yeah, Rock Austin, absolutely to me is number one.
Now,
Bjork
gotta ask.
Lesnarson versus Road and Range.
That's on the list.
that'll be 3 this WrestleMania.
Oh yes, it will.
But my question is, and this is an eternal question that I struggle with all the time with me and my best friend Marcus. Which Rock Austin match is the best?
So it was what 15, 17, 19?
Yep, they skip a year.
Man.
I think my rankings would be reverse numerical. I think I would go 19, and then I'd go 17, and then I'd go 15.
And this is why I love Big Mike.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think 19's the best.
I mean, his name's Mac, but whatever.
Close enough. Close enough.
That's when Austin turned heel.
No, that's 17.
No, 17 is when
that
he
was
turned heel.
17.
19 was one last round.
Yeah. To me, that one I put at the top because of that. I haven't watched the one at 15 in God knows how long. So I can't say where I would put it versus 17. I remember 17 just being a banger though, and it was such a great Mania that to close that out. So I'd probably go the same order without
I
really
haven't watched
analyzing
15 in a long time,
it. Yeah.
but I watched 17 about 3 or 4 months ago, and then I went and watched 19, and I still think 19 was the better story and the better match.
Yeah, and I think the storytelling definitely goes into it as well.
Because I think with 17, it was more or less trying to get to Vince coming out to the unnecessary heel turn to where it's like, now you've taken away from the match, and now it's the fact that Vince and Austin are now like working together, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I do love that whenever Austin talks about that match now, he's like, I should have just called a spot in the ring and just done Vince and then left the show at that and just called it in the ring there. Yeah, Mark or Ryan or I don't know, Ryan, if that was your real answer.
No, if I'm going to say an Undertaker match, I'm going to say Undertaker's feud with A-Train and the Big
Nathan
Show probably
Jones.
was probably.
I mean, you got the debut of Nathan Jones.
I mean,
God.
Out of it.
He never even got in the match, did he?
No.
Yeah, he like spun kicked or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he also
him with the
blew his
spin
ACL out at the same time.
You know what?
Jones.
ACLs are made to be blown.
ACL tear. That's a seal tear, sir.
ACL.
No, that's no, but for real though, enough fucking around here. I mean, how could you not say A-Train and no?
He tries so hard to be serious, and his brain.
What was the question?
Best
The 3 count question of the week.
I think the best rivalry has to tie in with like the moment that everybody, and I'm going to say Hogan Andre.
Okay, I mean that was on my list.
I think I have one that's not a main event feud that I think could be in the conversation because it was mainstream for a couple years. Give me the heart.
Say A-Train and Big Show. I'm gonna be fucking pissed because I brought it up first.
No, give me the Hardys versus the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian.
I had that on my
was a good one.
list of feuds.
That's a good one.
That TLC was a good one.
A real good one.
TLC
had matches in back-to-back years with that. In turn, Mark, your thought on the best rivalry in WrestleMania history.
I'll tell you what, I agreed with Smokey's original answer. I really enjoyed the Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H being weaved into that.
I thought he was agreeing with A-Train and Big Show, and I was just like, all right, guys, I'll see y'all later.
How could you not?
Yeah, how could you not? I mean, the
Nathan
A-Train,
Jones.
Nathan Jones. When you put the Undertaker in there, or even Undertaker and Giant Gonzalez, that was a heck of a rivalry.
Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez. And Hogan and Andre would be right up there too. And the crazy thing with Hogan and Andre, that was only like they only built to that match for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't a long build, right? It came off of the Saturday night's main event, right?
It was I think they started building the very end of January, if not beginning of February, and then the match took place the very end of March. So it was like late January, early February-ish. And like third week in March, maybe, that they actually wrestled. That was pretty impressive, quick build for being such a memorable moment.
Yeah, and
I think
that was good.
If you don't get that match, you don't have that Mania. Are we even talking about like the rest of these? It's
We
like
might not be.
a very important feud.
They had Paul Orndorff lined up to take Andre's place if Andre couldn't wrestle.
Oh, now you sound like EJ. Devin says Austin versus The Rock as well.
That's a good one. You can't beat that one. I'm telling you, it's good.
It's
I
real
mean, if you
good.
try to
Unless
beat
you
it,
have the A-Train. You have the A-Train and the Big Show.
I have two more that I'd like to nominate. The first one is a throwback. It is Miss Elizabeth versus the Stairs at the Trump Taj Mahal.
that's a good one.
There's a lot of walking. She did those two shows back to back.
Sure was.
Her calves were on fire.
Yeah. And the
Poor
second
woman.
one is an entertaining one that literally almost cost us Rock Stone Cold from WrestleMania 7, and that is Kane versus the golf cart.
It's a good one too.
There's a reason why you have to pass a driving test, and you can't wear a mask during it.
Yes.
There you
That was a shame.
Lou says Pete Rose and Kane is number one. Hey, that's
Lou ain't
good
lying.
one.
that is a
So
classic WrestleMania
Give him his
With Pete
ding.
Rose,
feud.
when
Yeah,
he was the San Diego Chicken, so
give
good.
that ding. Couple other ones I had on my list. I had Brock and Roman. I had Hogan and Andre. I had Hogan and Savage. I feel like you went from one Mania to the next, like the story that was told, and maybe it was more just one of the better rivalries. Maybe it wasn't a great Mania rivalry, so I may have missed the mark a little bit on that one. And then Taker Michaels, Taker Triple H, like those two, and they almost kind of blend together because you had Michaels as part of that story, with being the ref at 20 would have been WrestleMania 28. So that was kind of my short list, but Rock and Austin certainly is on top. The unfortunate thing, like, because I was thinking about, I'm like, what is there any women's rivalries that could be on this list? I thought, like,
maybe recently,
Yeah.
but nothing from back in the past, because the most
like Alundra Blaze,
Devin-
Leilani Kai is not going to make the cut.
What about Wendy Richter and the Fabulous Moolah? No, not really.
I think you have a better shot at people buying into like Jazz versus Trish Stratus in back-to-back WrestleMania matches being more of a feud than.
Well, didn't Trish Stratus and Mickey James wasn't the
Yeah.
original big blow off
Yeah.
their
Yep,
rivalry?
Yep.
Was that Mania?
the stalker gimmick.
Yeah. So
Yep.
so maybe that one.
I feel like in 10 years we're going to say Ronda Charlotte.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 35. That is again this year.
38.
Um.
It's very possible.
Or was it 35? Was it 35?
It was 35.
Yeah. It was, right, yeah.
35 and then two pan. This is
yeah.
38. Yeah.
Yeah, 35 because 36 was pandemic. 37 was Tampa. She was still out after having the baby, and then now we're at 38.
And pandemic was her and Rhea, right? Charlotte
Correct.
Rhea.
Harlan Rhea.
Correct.
Yep.
For the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Charlotte and then who'd Charlotte face in Tampa? Was she in a match against?
She wasn't on the card.
Charlotte
What?
was on the card last year.
That was the Andrade.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Charlotte was not at 37.
Shit.
Yeah, because the women's main events were Bianca Belair versus
Sasha Banks.
Yep, and
Right.
then the other one was Rhea Ripley versus
Asuka.
no.
Asuka.
No. Bailey.
I think it was Asuka.
Was it really?
I don't fucking remember.
Man, I feel like she's been gone
I was
forever.
Was she ready for Asuka though?
Nobody ready for Asuka.
Was it Britt Baker?
I don't think it was Britt Baker.
No.
She's a dentist. It was.
Night 2, she defeated Asuka.
See?
Wow.
Don't make me question myself.
She
Oh
defeated
my god, that was
Asuka.
the co-main event of the evening. That's right. Oh my god.
Right?
I remember going and getting a pretzel during the Nigerian Stomp the Yard match. And I came back and I looked at Joe and I was like, holy shit, we only have 2 matches left. But I knew we were here for another 2.5 hours because Roman Reigns was going to have a 45-minute entrance.
Goddamn right he was.
It's 23 minutes longer than The Undertaker.
You will watch your ass.
And how long is it going to be this year?
Buddy, I'm going to take a nap, draft a whole fantasy fucking baseball team, maybe trade some guys, and still be ready for the opening bell.
I can't wait for the long walk.
Oh man, it's gonna be amazing. This might be 22 minutes.
I hope you know that I'm recording this entrance and you're all getting it spammed to you.
Here's a trivia question. Roman Reigns is entering rarefied air
Okay.
as being a person who has defended the championship at 2 WrestleManias in the same reign. Who else has done it?
Nathan Jones.
It's only one other person, right?
Not going to say.
Okay.
Oh, it'd
But-
be
Same reign.
it'd be Hogan, 2 and 3.
Yes.
Oh shit. Look at that. Look at it.
Is that the only one?
That is the only one.
Okay.
Are you serious? I am serious, Mark.
I was trying to think if there was a not an Austin one, but one like in between that could have gotten there.
Do you
There wasn't.
okay? The real quick. Do you have a worst WrestleMania rivalry for any number of, like, if you can think of some of the best wrestlers to wrestle at WrestleMania, who's like their worst rivalry? Like
Bret Hart.
you didn't understand the question, Ryan.
He's not wrong, though.
I understand the question.
Okay.
Yes.
Tim, answer. Go ahead, answer it.
For their matches,
Bret Hart. Oh, thank you,
The
Tim.
Undertaker and Kane is a really bad WrestleMania rivalry.
Okay. Yeah.
The match at 14 and the match at 20 is dog water.
I was thinking it more like the Undertaker is a great WrestleMania performer. His match versus the Giant Gonzalez at WrestleMania 9 was like his worst like match or rival.
Dude, some of his early matches weren't great at all.
No, Snuka
No.
was fucking god awful to
Snuka,
watch.
Jake Roberts was not a great match.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez wasn't good.
Who was after Gonzalez?
Sid
11.
wasn't even all that good.
Who did he wrestle at 11? Was that King Kong
Did he-
Bundy?
Oh, Bundy. That
Oh, I think it was
wasn't
Bundy.
great.
I think
Bundy.
the Diesel match at 12 is
Bundy.
probably his first good WrestleMania match.
His match against Sid wasn't all that good either.
Nope.
No.
14 was when he hung the big boss man, I
Oh
believe.
god,
No,
was
14 was
15.
Kane.
he turned him
15
into
hung the
the
boss
real life
man.
Chris Bowflex.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
I'll say this for the bad feuds for good wrestlers. And I understand that it was because it was the whole celebrity thing, but Roddy Piper getting Mr. T twice in the first couple WrestleManias. What are we doing? Like, the guy's like one of the most over heels in your company, and you're like, here, have Mr. T.
Put him with the most over
he-
celebrity.
He was boxing Mr. T at WrestleMania 2.
Buddy, I look at it from this standpoint. It's like saying, hey, we have a great feud going on. Here's Snooki. Nobody wants to see Snooki wrestle.
No, nobody.
No
wants
one
to see
goes
Snooki.
back and goes, damn,
Nobody
I
wants
really
to
want to
see
see
Snooki.
this Mr. T boxing match.
You don't need to put wrestle at the end of that sentence. Nobody wants to see
Yeah.
Snooki.
If Mr. T
Snooki.
came out as Ted Clubberlang from the movie Ted, I would have been more inclined to play him and watch that back. But,
That's
you
fair.
know, whatever.
That's fair.
He's not Clubberlang.
Devin says Cena the Rock. Would
What
be-
about Lawrence
Wait, is that
Taylor
the one?
and
Is
Bam
that the one where Rock blew out like both of his fucking
Yeah, it just blew out his whole core.
quads?
Just blew out all his quads and core.
Bam? Oh,
Yeah, no, that match was actually still decent for a guy having no use of his fucking lower body, basically.
Yeah, like he's like trying to like lift Cena's like arm at the end, and he's just like,
I can't move anything.
just like dead, kill me.
Guts are just falling out.
Um,
Other feud, Ryback versus anything on a WrestleMania show.
That's fair.
He ain't
That's a fair
lying.
one.
yeah, but I said good wrestlers in their worst.
Feed
feud.
me s'mores.
Like Bret Hart, Bob Backlund, I think was.
God, I'd love a
Bret
some more.
Hart,
man.
Bret Hart versus world title matches at WrestleMania 9 and 10 because he lost a shit match to Yokozuna and then won a shit match against Yokozuna.
Yeah,
so
I
shit on
I'm-
shit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that was Bret's fault. I'll say that.
Buddy, at this point, Hogan got a better match out of Yoko than fucking either of Bret's matches combined.
Because it was short.
Because
You
Fuji
asked
song.
Yoko to go 9+ and it's not going to be good. That's all I'm
I
saying.
actually just watched that. The rest holds in that match are brutally long.
So bad.
I mean,
man.
Yoko just holding like the traps and hearing Vince McMahon try to sell this for
look
like
at that maneuver.
2 minutes long, and Yoko just heavily breathing, and Bret Hart's like, "Come on, anytime now,
It's like, seriously, man, just get up.
just
Please
get
get
up."
Please get up. I'm not breathing heavy. I haven't broken a sweat yet.
Unbelievable.
Vince, unbelievable as much as he would have maneuvered.
He unbelievable so much in that match.
Unbelievable.
So the match itself was a good match, but I don't necessarily love the build to the match. It was an Undertaker match. It happened at WrestleMania, I believe it was Dallas Part Uno. It was the Hell in the Cell match, Undertaker versus Shane McMahon.
The best in the world.
The clip had to be played.
It's only proper. It was the first
He said
time.
his name.
First time.
Look at that. A little over an hour into the show.
You're doing good. We were doing good.
Everybody drinks.
Shane McMahon.
All right. Any others on these before we go?
The Big Show against anybody, especially Aki Bono.
Oh God!
Remember
my
Aki
God.
Bono?
Man.
Holy hell! What?
So bad.
What were they thinking? What?
They weren't thinking.
They weren't thinking at all.
We're not thinking.